Good afternoon, South Africa, and welcome to Afternoon Express. My name is Danilo Acquisto, and it's a brand new week right here on the show, and we're doing things slightly differently today.
Yeah,
we're also joined by the beautiful Bonnie Mbuli.
By the beautiful Bonnie Mbuli.
Yeah, and if you guys have been online...
It's Motivational Mondays. We're about to motivate you hard.
Hopefully. This weekend was a busy weekend for you, Skat, obviously on social media.
It was a tough weekend,
It was. If you guys were online at any point, you would have seen all the articles and the tweets and stuff going viral. Bonnie was trending for a very long time, and it was based on the social profiling that you experienced while you were involved with your flatlets and all of that stuff with your family. Just from the beginning, for those who maybe missed the story, take us through that journey quickly.
That journey. Well, it's quite a... I don't want to be long-winded about it because it's a very detailed story that involves a lot of events that led up to this. But basically, I moved into a home, a three-bedroom home in Cape Town after searching for years, and I haven't been able to find a place because of racial profiling. And I've had specific encounters that made it very clear. So it's not just about me pulling a race card.
Yeah.
So I moved into this place, and my lease stipulated that I needed to provide the ID documents and all passports of everybody living in my house, including my 5-year-old son.
Oh, your son.
So, I mean, at first I thought that was strange, but I thought, whatever. I handed everything in, and I only hired my nanny after I moved in. Now, my nanny is 20. She's been living in South Africa for 11 years. She matriculated in this country, so in Pretoria. So the last thing on my mind was to, you know, show me your papers, blah, 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 blah. Her whole family's here. And then the rental agent asked me to send all the info. I send it through, and they come back to me and they say, well, we see your nanny is Zimbabwean. Can we please have her work permit? At this stage, I'm shocked because I'm like, this is not your jurisdiction. It's got nothing to do with the price of bread. Why are you asking me for this? So I don't engage it anymore. I get a lawyer and legal advice, and the lawyer starts to communicate with them. And then we communicate that, well, wow, my nanny doesn't have her papers in order because she's gotten lost through the system. It's a whole bureaucratic red tape problem, and we just need to locate where she last left off, and I'm willing to engage and help her.
But
I don't want to fire
These things
her.
take time.
Yeah, I don't want to fire her. She's an amazing young lady, and in light of the whole refugee crisis globally, in light of our own backyard xenophobia
she had to build a better life for herself.
Yes, I want to lend a helping hand, and I want to be, I'm compassionate to her position. And I then say, well, I'm willing to sort out her papers. They say, well, we're giving you 1 week to sort them out. Now, bear in mind, I work every day. You know how it is. Yeah. It doesn't, you're right, it doesn't take a week, and it is not settled overnight. I'm collecting affidavits from her high school, from all over, trying to take them to Home Affairs, blah, blah, blah. Then a week goes by, and they say to me, that's it. You're going to have to leave, and we're giving you 2 months' notice, and we're going to charge you a fee of 1,600 Rand for inconveniencing us, and a replacement fee.
So already we know that the story itself, just by the little details you've given us, have shed the light on a whole bunch of other bigger stories that are out there. And through this campaign, well, not campaign, just through your talking online,
yeah, so through me communicating, a lot more stories have come to light. Horrific stories of people's experiences.
I've heard of women being chased by dogs because they didn't want to let them profile because they were black buyers of houses.
Exactly.
So what is the message to South Africa? What is it that we should be doing?
My thing is that, look, I'm a big girl. I can put on my big girl panties. I can stand up for myself. But this, because of I can lend my voice and my platform to a real problem in South Africa. It requires a national conversation. Key players need to now start getting involved and saying this is happening in our city, and this is what we're saying about it, and call people to account and take responsibility and engage the public about it.
Cool. Well, I'm glad we've got this kind of platform to talk about it, Bon. So thanks for sharing your story very briefly. And the rest of South Africa, I hope you guys are going to do something about this. I hope you're going to go out there and spread and shed some more light on these stories. And as you're on Afternoon Express, we do like to tackle the big issues. So if you want to continue that discussion online, make sure you go and do that. But be sensitive about these things. Remember, it's not something we want to really blow up out of proportion if we can. It's time for us to go to a short ad break. When we come back, we have loads of interviews on the show and making some delicious dishes in the kitchen. And we're talking bucket lists. So if you have anything on your bucket list that you want to share with us, make sure you find us on our social media sites. Otherwise, 083 913 3728. We'll be right back.
Fresh Pack. Goodness comes naturally.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, South Africa. So if you want to know of a website that has everything delicious and fabulous on it, it's our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. It's where we house all of the recipes and shopping lists for you if you ever want to cook along with us right here on the show. Today we're making something delicious with Clem and Pedro in the kitchen. We're making something that I'm not going to make a joke out of today because I think I'm punned out of this one. An egg slut, which is sitting on the front of Taste magazine at the moment for this next month. What is it?
So, the name, as funny as it is, it's named after Chef Alvin Kalen from Los Angeles. That's the name of his restaurant. He loves eggs so much that he's created a sandwich and the restaurant called the Egg Slut.
Okay.
And this is his iconic sandwich celebrating the little tiny morsel of perfection that we call the egg.
Okay, amazing. So I think just for the purpose of this interview, I'm going to keep calling them a slut, an egg slut. Just because it sounds delicious that
There we
way.
go.
Okay.
A little more classy, I think,
Yes.
as well.
I don't want to take a bite of that, so I'll talk about an egg slut. All right, so how do we get started?
So, first we're going to do is we're going to start off with our bacon. So, the sandwich itself is extremely simple, and like I said, it's just paying respect to the egg.
Yeah.
So,
And
the egg is
beautiful
our
flavors.
hero.
It's got that nice, like, rich sort of, if you have the yolks, nice, rich, and, what's it called? Rich. It's fine. Stays like that.
There we
Rich
go.
and eggy.
That's the idea. I'm not going to add any fat into that at the moment. I'm going to use the fat that's in the bacon, render that out. You know all about that already.
Yes.
So, making the egg the hero. Let's talk about eggs first in the beginning. We're not going to do the eggs right now. We'll do that in the next part because there's one thing I can't stand. It's a cold egg.
Or an overcooked egg.
An overcooked egg.
Or an undercooked egg. You can never get an undercooked egg.
So the idea is we get all the different components of the sandwich ready. So we've toasted our buns. I like toasting buns on both sides, both the cut side and the top side. There's a lot more crunch and a lot more texture to it. We're going to hit it with the bacon, and we hit it with the spring onions.
Okay, now I must ask you something, because I would never have toasted my bun, and I'll tell you why. Because when you have an egg sandwich, it's happened to me literally this last weekend, where someone had made me a beautifully toasted bun on top with an egg.
I think I know where this is going.
And you take a bite, and it just like squirts everywhere. But if you have it with
You make
soft
it sound
bun,
like a problem.
oh, you like it that way? Okay, it's fine. Okay.
So totally, no, I get what you're saying. I think it's all the better just to have
Yes.
that toasted bun to break through the yolk.
Yes.
Get the mixture of flavors in your mouth. Like people scramble eggs, it becomes one component, but this sandwich is a mixture between a scrambled and a fried egg.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a marbled effect. So we're gonna have a little bit of yolk and a little bit of white.
Right.
And that's again where the crunch comes in.
Cool, I like
Just to
that.
bring
It's
all
fine.
together.
I like this. You can make it happen. It's also not meant to be a neat dish, so
There we go.
let's not even worry about it. Can
And
I cut
another-
something for you?
You want to do? Well, what I've done is what I need actually.
You've done it all without me, Clement.
No, that's the thing. It's just such a. I did it with my eyes closed. It's just that simple. But I need more spring onions, though. Some nice thin ribbons. If you could do that for me, that's just going to be the oniony flavor to our sandwich.
Okay.
This is how we've done the version of the sandwich. But obviously, an egg sandwich.
Yep.
You got to make it your own.
Cool.
As long as you focus on the egg and make the egg your hero. So if you don't eat bacon, I would go for some smoked beef even.
Okay.
I'm loving smoked beef at the moment.
Yes, and if you're a vegetarian, clearly just take the bacon out. Although then it wouldn't be a... Sorry, I know that's sacrilege. Sacrilege, don't...
No, it's absolutely fine. You don't need to. I mean, the original version of this sandwich was actually made with Spam.
Oh.
So,
I don't even know what Spam is.
But
I just know that the thing I get
suppose
in my
we have
email
a beefy
inbox.
version. You know your bully beef?
Yep.
You do know it?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
in a can.
but can you imagine trying that with the salad? I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But yeah, so totally. I mean, leave the bacon out if you want. Go big on cheese. We're using a Boerencast today, just
Cool.
because of flavors. But use absolutely any cheese that you want. I mean, blue cheese will work perfectly with this one. That rich egg yolk with the sharp blue cheese flavors. And then we also, because we're loving sriracha so much, we're gonna do a sriracha mayo. And then something a little different, something that I haven't used a lot of. It's the honey mustard from WOOLIES.
Oh, that's you can make that into a salad dressing, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Basting.
But once again, it's that sweetness and it's also the tartness of the mustard that just creates amazing balance in the sandwich.
I
mean,
see.
I like how all the different elements being in a sandwich. I mean, a sandwich can never just be a sandwich. You've got to make it eventful, you know what I mean?
Yes,
That's
yes.
exactly what we do.
If you notice
right
that I'm
now.
not talking much, it's because I'm actually ADD. So the minute my hands start cutting into a piece of onion like this, I automatically can't like really focus much on what you're saying. So,
No,
but
that's fine.
I'm trying
Absolutely
to do
fine.
both at the same time, so I'm learning here as we go. You're going to obviously crisp your bacon. You're not going to make it softy bacon.
Well, that's done. Well, people also need, sometimes they crisp the bacon too much. And then when it's hot in the pan, it looks like it's crispy, but then it cools down slightly, and it becomes literally the toughest piece of meat you've ever seen.
That's the problem with biting into a bacon and egg salami.
Another
And if something
thing,
like a
yeah.
slut is when you try and bite into it, you just like...
And I also find the bacon goes too salty if you make it too crispy. So the different idea is just get it to it just starts charring nicely, and then it'll cool down, and that's the perfect idea for it.
And it looks delicious too. So it's one of those recipes you guys have put on the cover. It's so delicious. And it is actually in your October edition. Are there any other like amazing dishes in here? Are you only gone for a theme this year?
We mentioned sriracha. There's a full-on sriracha spread in there. Absolutely. So if you love those flavors, the chili, the garlic, it's definitely all inside there. And it's basically, I think this issue is going back to basics, all about good flavors and the simplicity of putting it all together in the kitchen. You don't need to spend hours in the kitchen. It's just get in, get out, big flavors, short time. That's what it's all about.
So we're going to be giving some of these away on Afternoon Express today. You only have a couple of hours to get SMSing. You've got to SMS the keyword TASTE to 33728. And you could stand a chance of winning one of 3 one-year subscriptions to the Taste magazine. And it's only happening during today's show. So I'll re-announce those details later on in the show. But make sure you SMS that keyword TASTE to 33728. In the meantime, though, Bonnie is standing by with our first guest.
Thanks, Dan. She's best known as the popular character Kim on Seven de Laan, and in real life, she's quite the go-getter. She just won a scholarship to study film in New York and also has a budding musical career. Joining us on the couch is Corne Crous. Welcome to The Loft, Corne.
Thank you.
Have you always dreamt of going overseas to New York and studying?
Well, I've always dreamt of traveling the whole world.
Of course, yeah.
And then when this opportunity came around, I was like, yes,
How did it come
let's do
around?
this. So they have scouts coming to South Africa quite often.
Right.
And they have these auditions. So it's New York Film
Is
Academy.
this the New York Film Academy?
Yes,
Yeah.
New York Film Academy. So, yeah, that's what I did. I got a slot for an audition, and
And you won a full scholarship?
Well, that's the thing. It's a partial scholarship.
Right.
Going for a whole year. But then I decided to not go for the whole year yet and just put it on hold, because you can always go back to it, and only go for 2 months. There's just so many things that I'll have to leave behind for now. And also, I've never been there. So I kind of go, I can't just pack up and leave to go somewhere.
You've got to pace yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so I'm going to just put the scholarship on hold, go for 2 months, go study there, explore, see what it is, and I can always go back.
Yeah, tell us about the Get There campaign.
So it's called Get Us There.
Get Us There.
Yes. So, okay, so I'm one of a couple of students who got scholarships or got accepted.
Right.
So we decided to work together to raise funds to go, because obviously
It's
it is
incredible.
crazy expensive. It is
Yeah,
it's crazy
yeah,
expensive, you know. So we decided, cool, let's come together. So we're 10
Because,
students.
I mean, it's tuition, it's accommodation, it's spending money.
Exactly, everything to get there, visas, everything. So we decided, let's work together. So what our whole campaign is, so this is our Get Us There. That's what we call it.
That is so incredible.
So what our
I see it's got the
whole-
Statue of Liberty there.
Yes, it's our little, we're from Joburg, and that's New York, and haha, that's very cute.
Awesome. And what was the
So-
response?
It's been great. So what we do is we do outreaches, community work, because we thought we can't just go out and ask for money. You have to pay it for it. And our whole credo is, you know, we are who we are because of others.
Yeah.
So what we do is we do community service, and we reach out to people and kind of find out what people need from us and what we can do. So we've been doing that for the past 4 or 5 months, and filming it and trying to get other charities and NGOs on board.
Yes.
And then by doing that, we want to contact corporates, individuals, whoever, and go, what can we do under your name in return for discounted airfare or a sponsorship or something?
Wow.
So
What
we
a
just
phenomenal
kind of,
idea.
Can't
Yeah.
just sit and ask for it. So we're working hard to get people on board with us.
Yes, you're also a singer. You've got a great voice.
Thank you.
You have a
yeah.
band.
Yes, I do.
Do
We're
tell.
called Paper Plane City. The guys are actually here.
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah, super excited. Like 3-4 years ago, 3.5 years ago.
And you'll be performing live for us in a
Yes,
bit.
we
Okay?
will. So
Okay.
a mutual friend introduced myself and the 2 other guys. They played together in other bands before.
Yeah.
So she kind of hooked us up, and now 3-4 years later, we're still playing.
Wow, look at
Yeah.
you. So, Seven de Laan.
Yes.
You have an interesting storyline coming up. It's a love triangle.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm always
How
in a
much
love
gets-
story.
Are you always in a love triangle?
I think they're right. They go like, who can we have kissing someone else? Yes, that person, yay.
It's because you're
always
such a
this love
hottie.
triangle.
They always put the hotties in the love
I think
triangles.
I'm just, see, oh man, is that even, yeah. So, yeah, it's awesome. It's so much fun. The people I work with are amazing. I've been there for 4.5 years, and been having the time of my life.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And what other dreams do you have to pursue in terms of your acting?
Well, I would just love to, you know, obviously, I wouldn't say take it further. It's a weird thing to say, but just do more, explore.
I know what you mean.
And and that's also why this New York thing is fantastic to do, because that will give me the platform to go further, learn more, come back, do something maybe completely different, or, you know, take the skill that I obtained there and put it back into also educating other people who want to go there.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So.
And what benefit do you think there is in actors and performers and creatives traveling and bringing back that experience to South Africa?
The thing is, I mean, it's true, obviously, but we mostly have that mindset of, I'm going to go there and I'm going to learn from them and it's going to be this whole thing and I'm going to come back and, you know. And actually, you go, as a South African, I can go there. Because the cool thing about the New York Film Academy, they have campuses all around the world.
Yes.
So Australia and Asia and everywhere. So we're going to the New York one specifically, but there's going to be international students from everywhere. So we're going to have the opportunity to go, hi, I'm South African, and that is what we're doing. So this is what we can give to the world back, you know?
Yeah.
So,
well done on this incredible campaign. Look it up, guys. They are on Twitter, Get Us There, and Facebook. Yeah.
And we have a website as well.
And they have a
now.
website.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. But you're not going anywhere because you're going to perform first, right? Awesome.
Good.
After the break, we chat to the inspiring Chaeli Mycroft. And remember to enter our Go Green SMS competition. All the details for this week's question are available on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. If you have till midnight tonight to enter, of course. So take a look at this.
The Afternoon Express team is going green. Join us every Tuesday at 4 p.m. until September as we bring you the most innovative trends in sustainable fashion, food, decor and design, as well as handy tips to help you reduce your carbon footprint.
Answer our Go Green question every Tuesday and stand a chance to win a R1,000 Woolies gift card every week.
Plus, simply by entering, you also go into the big draw for the ultimate grand prize worth over R500,000.
Including a dream sustainable kitchen makeover from Cordev, fitted with Bosch appliances with R300,000. Also, up to R250,000 worth of home upgrades so you can live off the grid. Plus, food and homeware from Woolworths valued at R75,000. And a R25,000 towards a school of your choice with My School.
So, go big, go green with Afternoon Express every Tuesday at 4 p.m. to win these amazing prizes.
Woolies and I collaborating to raise 100 million Rand through the My School program. Are you with us?
Summer is all about colour and wearing your favourite shade all the way down to your toes. It's a sure way to get in the mood for good times in the sunshine. So kick up those pretty heels and enjoy today's Scholl footsie tip as we get the colour forecast for summer 15.
From New York to Paris, the catwalk collections for Spring-Summer 15 were a kaleidoscope of colour from head to toe. Here are the trending shades not to be missed this season. If you ever wanted to be a mermaid, now's your chance. Aquamarine shades from turquoise to scuba blue offer a feeling of peace and tranquility as you drift away in a tropical ocean. Wear on your nails to make a splash. Pink's not just for little girls anymore. The subtle shade came into its own this season as blush pink stepped up to meet its match in sports luxe apparel. Wear on your nails for a barely there look, which works even better with a tan. You can't miss orange for a burst of citrus in your summer closet. Wear this delicious shade on your toes for an instant energy boost that will have you getting all the attention. Pastels are back and sweeter than ever as bubblegum pink, lavender and mint green all mix together in a sherbet dip. Pick your favorite hues and wear one at each toe for a candy surprise every time you kick off your shoes. But we're not over the monochrome obsession yet, as white snuck back up the charts this year as the chicest non-color yet. If you're into wearing a lot of colors in your clothes, why not wear the reverse on your feet? And for the bling ring, molten metals like gold and silver add shimmer and shine to summer evenings. From foil-like textures to sparkling glitter, metallic nails are the ultimate accessory for cocktails by the ocean.
What's your favorite nail color? Well, we'd love to know. And while you're getting in touch, don't miss the chance to win the ultimate vacation for two to Reunion Island for a whole week. This is what you need to do. First, make sure your feet are ready for their moment in the spotlight with the Scholl Velvet Smooth electronic foot file. Then snap a footsie. That's a selfie of your feet looking velvet smooth. And enter via Twitter or Facebook using the hashtags #footsie, #Afternoon Express. Winning that fabulous island holiday you've always wanted couldn't be easier. T's and C's apply, so please visit the Afternoon Express website for details.
From wild nature to clear blue lagoons, Reunion Island offers the traveller a unique adventure, exploring a diversity of landscapes and cultures in one exceptional environment. Classified as a World Heritage Site, Reunion Island's stunning landscape allows you to travel from a volcanic desert into a tropical forest, all in a day. Enjoying the harmony of the island, you can experience a variety of cultures and tastes, from Asian cuisine to Creole markets. Reunion is paradise found. To enter, take a snap of your feet looking velvet smooth and enter via Twitter or Facebook using the hashtags Footsie and Afternoon Express.
Scholl Velvet Smooth electronic foot file. Perfectly smooth skin after one use.
Just took off my shoes to have a look if my feet were ready, and I don't think they are. But joining us on the couch is a remarkably inspiring young woman who co-founded the Chaeli Campaign at the age of just 9 with her sister Erin and a few lifelong friends. The Chaeli Campaign's vision is to mobilize the minds and bodies of children with disabilities and to normalize society through advocacy and education programs and events. Welcome to the loft, Chaeli Mycroft.
Thank you.
I've been dying to have you come sit with us for a long time because, I mean, so many South Africans are doing many things with their lives and are so focused on making money. You, however, have focused on trying to change the world in some very, very small ways. So before we get into what you've been doing so far, let's talk about cerebral palsy. So that's what you have.
Yes.
Tell us more about it for those who don't know what cerebral palsy is.
So cerebral palsy is a form of brain damage. It happens when there's a lack of oxygen to the brain.
At birth?
Well, at
any stage.
Point. And it affects people differently. You get different severities of cerebral palsy. But the way that I explain my disability to other people is that I have an uncooperative body.
Okay, it doesn't do what you're wanting it to do.
It doesn't listen to what my brain is telling it to do. I think that's an easier way to understand my disability than the medical
sort of descriptions around pathways and
exactly.
all of that complication.
Nerves and all those things.
Okay, so you've obviously not used this and you never sat there and felt sorry for yourself for most of your life. At the age of 9, while most girls are still sucking on dummies and holding on to their teddy bears, you started an organization. Let's talk more about the Chaeli Foundation. What does it do?
The Chaeli Campaign is 11 years old now. We're super excited that we're still here.
It's longer than you were, older than you were than when you started.
Yeah, exactly. And we have 8 different programs, each focusing on a different aspect of a person's life, because our philosophy is that you have to help a whole person. So you have to address every aspect of their life to make them able to impact society the way that they can.
Yeah, to become a full person.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, but the whole thread that runs through all of our programs is inclusion. We don't believe in only dealing with disabled people because we live in an able-bodied world. So we need to also address the able-bodied mentality that we live in.
I was just about to say, I think that's one of the greatest things about what you've done with this campaign is that you have tried to break the mindset of a lot of people that, oh, shame, you have a disability, you suddenly are lesser or in any way. And I think that is absolutely ridiculous. And what you've done is you said, no, screw that, I've gone to go do my own thing. And your most recent achievement, which everybody's been talking about, first quadriplegic ever to head up Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, first female quadriplegic to go out.
Sure, that's massive. That is so big. First of all, everyone's wanting to know, how is that possible?
I had an incredible team. We had a team of 9 very, very strong-minded people.
Strong-armed too, I'm sure.
We had incredible guides who took us up there. if we didn't have the guides, we would not have made it past day 1.
Why would you need a guide? Isn't it just up? I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
It's so much more than this. It's very much up.
Yeah.
But I think we were determined to make it. And I think the whole fact that I had a team around me who was equally as determined as I was. Nobody thought that I wasn't going to make it because that wasn't an option in our minds. We went there to summit.
Sure.
And we did.
And you did. Congratulations. It's really, really exciting. I suppose from what you were just saying now about mindsets, I think a lot of able-bodied people get things so easily given to them and they take life for granted. And you've decided, I'm not going to take life for granted at all. There's so many things that I want to do.
Yeah.
Was this one of the things that was always on your bucket list?
No.
No.
I recently become... people term me as an adventurer now because I do cycling and running and these things, but obviously a little bit differently to able-bodied people. But Kilimanjaro just kind of came up at a bar, and we were joking about things that would be cool to do. So we spoke about Kili, and we spoke about the Great Wall of China and Machu Picchu, and we weren't being serious about anything. And somebody took us a bit more seriously than we had intended. And we ended up coming up with a plan. And one of the first team members, Adam, he was kind of the guy who got the ball rolling. And he was like, guys, we can do this. Let's go. Let's do it.
Sure. What a story. And now you've done it. It's done. I'm sure there must be many things on your bucket list that you still want to go and tick off along the way. And hopefully people can find you online and just go and share some of those stories you can share with them and take them along that journey. I know people can also contribute towards the campaign as well financially. So hope people go find all those details on our social media sites and make sure you spread as much love as you can. Remember, even if you are able-bodied, there is a mindset you can change at the same time because I think her mind is probably stronger than most of ours. I'd say even stronger than mine. Now, South Africa, after the break, we're back in the kitchen with Clement. And we also chat about baby health. We'll be right back.
Any occasion, anytime. Nobody makes better tea than you and 5 Roses.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, I've got this cheeky smile on my face because there have been a whole bunch of tweets from people saying to me they really want me to make some naughty joke about what we're making in the kitchen today. And I said, I promise I wouldn't, because this is something that we're going to take very seriously in the kitchen today.
Absolutely.
Clem, we're making a bacon slut. I said I'd call it a slut and not a slut, even though that's the original name of this thing.
The egg-slut, yeah.
Yes. And we've made the bacon, and we're now going to be doing something called marbling, making egg marbled, whatever that means. Tell us more about that.
So basically, like I said earlier, it is a combination of a fried egg and a scrambled egg.
Oh.
So to get that effect, heat up some oil in the pan.
Cool.
You can use whatever oil you like, even a little bit of olive oil, that's fine, because we're going to cook it really fast. So get the temperature up. While I do that, can you start layering the sandwiches for me?
Sure, I can.
Let's start with the honey mustard. So just give it like a generous amount.
Which one must I use, knife or spoon?
Go spoon. I'm teaspooning it today.
Cool.
So honey mustard on the base.
You're the small spoon.
Oh, on the base for me,
Oh, sorry.
No worries, no worries.
Be more specific next time.
The base, the bottom,
Oh.
the underside.
Okay. Well, sometimes my world feels like it's upside down, you know? Let's go with the top first.
So, right, so you're going to do that for me.
Cool.
So the idea is how this happens is we get the whites to kind of set with the egg. And then just before the yolks start turning, start setting, I'm going to use chopsticks and we just start breaking it through the whites.
Oh, I see.
And that's the idea about marbling.
I've never heard of this before. Where did marbling originate and all of that?
That's also the technique that he uses when he makes the egg-slut sandwich.
And he?
He is Alvin
guy.
Kalen, that guy from...
Well done, you remembered.
There we go, that guy from Los Angeles. So,
that's good. When I imagine you forgot, that would be terribly awkward for you. All right.
Okay, so you got that going. So the next one is we fried off all our bacon.
Yes.
So if you can start layering the bacon on next.
Cool. Aren't you glad I washed my hands?
I didn't see you. I was joking. I'm going to go with it. I trust you.
I did.
So it's bacon on next. I'm using the chopsticks to actually start marbling. You could use a fork at home. I just love using chopsticks. Any occasion to use chopsticks in the kitchen.
Yeah, you must always use a fork with your slut.
There we go. So as you can see, kind of got it happening there.
Yes.
The whites are beginning to set. And I'm just going to start breaking the yolks and just like marbling it through, just turning it through. just like marbling it. That's what it is.
So marbling, obviously, you're just talking about the colouring of it all.
That's
So
the
just
effect
kind of
that you
gives it
get,
a
yeah.
Oh, I see.
So how do you like your eggs?
I like them very runny, kind of like medium runny. Does that make sense? So a little bit cooked, but
You
not.
should have just said the way I'm going to give it to you today, because I'm going to give it
Perfect.
one
Okay,
way.
cool.
Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to do one flip. Oh, on live TV again, I've got to do
Oh
stuff.
gosh, last time you tried to burn our kitchen down. Oh, you did it.
There we go.
Was
And
okay.
literally, once you turn it over, you don't want to cook the yolks too much. You still want to have a bit of texture.
Yes.
So I'm going to hit it straight on there.
Okay, so you've got 2 eggs per sloot.
And that's not the ratio. I mean, you can go
Okay, just
crazy.
whatever you want to do with
However
this one.
I mean,
Cool.
Eggs are amazing. So, while we're on the topic of eggs, you know how to tell a good egg from a bad egg? It's not a joke. It's not a joke. I
No, I
promise you.
do know if you shake it, you can hear it. No, I'm joking. That's if you know if it's off or not.
No.
Awkward.
So
if it floats in water.
That's the one. So basically,
Thanks, Mr. Director Man.
Did he tell?
Yes,
That's
I got
cheating.
cheated, yes.
So basically, there's a little air cap inside the egg.
Yes.
And when a fresh egg that will have that air cap, as it starts aging, that little air gap starts reducing, which means no air. It's not gonna float. So it sinks to the bottom.
Okay.
That's a pretty good one. And
So
that's the method
I should probably
use.
get a bottle of water because, you know, never trust Clem in the kitchen. You never know. Maybe
I'm not
you
going to
bought
do.
an old
I
egg.
promise there will be no tricks.
Okay,
but what I
good.
also like is that now we get our eggs that come with the dates already printed on there, so you know when it's like it'll tell you right there, best before the 10th of the 9th, 2015.
Stamped.
You should have just said that.
True, I should have said that. And don't forget, obviously, this recipe is on the cover of Taste magazine at the moment. And we're giving away some of these during the show today. We're giving away 3 one-year subscriptions to Taste magazine. And all you have to do is, by the end of today's show, you basically got like 20 minutes or so still to SMS. Taste to 33728. It's as simple as that. Taste to 33728. You could be winning one of 3 one-year subscriptions to Taste magazine. And it is their cover feature, this one. And it's also available on our website, though, afternoonexpress.co.za. All the recipes and the shopping list for that. So we're going to finish off with those eggs. Is there anything else I need to know?
Yes,
Because
you need to finish with the last one for me. So a little bit of cheese and spring onion.
Okay.
And then the sriracha mayo, because we're loving sriracha this month.
Cool.
We're loving it every day, actually.
So I'll finish these off for you here. So it's basically you've toasted your bun, you've added your bacon, mustard mayo, put your eggs on, you've put your cheese, sriracha mayo, and then a little bit of spring onion, and it'll taste
a little bit
delicious.
of green just to make it healthy.
Cool. So I'll get these done. In the meantime, Bonnie is standing by on our couch.
Now, whether you're a new parent or a seasoned veteran, you must have a few questions about infant and toddler health. Which vaccinations does your child need? What should you expect at visits to the clinic? The more you know about it, the more comfortable you'll feel caring for your child. With Clicks offering mother and baby services at their clinics and a wide range of baby brands, you'll get all the necessary expert advice you need to keep baby happy and healthy. Today, we have Dr Chamendran Naidoo in the loft to answer some of your most important pressing questions. So welcome, Doctor.
Thank you.
Okay, so what is the basic baby wellness check? What do we look out for?
Basically, when your baby comes in for wellness check, we will always measure the length of the baby, the weight of the baby, and the neurological development, so the development status. This is put in the Road to Health card, and in the Road to Health card, we can see how well the baby is growing. Basically, a baby that is increasing in weight, increasing in length, and has good neurological development is a healthy baby. But I must mention that babies cannot speak, so parents are extremely valuable in the checkup. And any concern that is legitimate from a parent needs to be investigated.
Needs to be, yeah.
Yeah.
And I really like that they're coming in a more sturdy form, because they used to be these like little flimsy papers that tore very easily.
You drop a little bit of water on
mommy
it and
problems, hashtag mommy
and
problems.
it's legit. And
No,
the Road
for
to Health
real.
card is so nice. It's got information on helping with dehydration and a multitude of problems.
Right, awesome. So babies hate vaccinations, and I think so do moms, because we hate
We all
watching
hate
them squeal.
vaccinations.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what are the dangers of delaying these?
Well, vaccinations are extremely important because with vaccinations, you're immunizing baby against common diseases which can be prevented, and if they're not prevented, it can be lethal.
And if maybe you do yours late because you've forgotten, or you just have too many babies to remember when all of them need to go to vaccinations, what's the time limit to how late you can do each vaccination?
The South African immunization schedule is a good guideline, and that's available online, and it's actually in the Road to Health card, which is really good. However, it is quite risky to miss your vaccinations, because remember, these are preventable diseases, which if you miss out on getting immunized against can be lethal. And it's not just deadly to the baby, but you also risk starting an epidemic where non-immunized kids are all at risk.
Yeah. How can we as moms feel better prepared for these visits, and how can we help baby get through them painlessly as possible, that is?
Well, a nice thing is to have good rapport, so have a good relationship between the nurse, the baby, and the mom. So a lot of play to build trust, as opposed to just jumping in there with like needles blazing.
Yeah, yeah. And so what do new moms need to look out for? When is baby's first vaccine?
The first
and how
vaccine,
often do the subsequent ones happen?
The first vaccine is actually at birth, the
Okay.
polio vaccine, yeah. And then it's done at 6 weeks, 10 weeks, 14 weeks, 9 months,
Yeah.
12 months and 18 months. But that's a lot to digest.
It's a lot.
And it's all in the Road to Health card, which is given to every
And the
newborn.
last one's around 6 years old, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, but then that's out of infant period. Yeah.
Okay,
Well, 6
perfect.
and 12.
And these are
12.
important to keep
Very important.
for your child when they go to school-going age.
Yeah, exactly, because the development is plotted in the Road to Health card. So if there's anything that happens when the child is a baby, we'll be able to pick it up in the Road to Health.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Chamendran.
Thank you for having me.
I love your jacket.
I love your dress.
Awesome. There you have it. Everything you need to know about your baby's road to health. Being prepared and well-stocked on all essential baby products can make life so much easier. So remember to opt into Clicks Baby Club to receive benefits including double points on baby products and clinic services, a vaccination SMS reminder service, and more. But that's not all. Clicks has just launched Made for Baby, allowing your baby to move freely and comfortably when exploring their surroundings, while staying dry means a happy baby and a happy mom. Today, one lucky viewer stands a chance to win a year's supply of top quality and highly absorbent Made for Baby nappies, plus some pampering products to help you feel good. All you have to do is SMS Clicks and the age of your baby or toddler to 33728. SMSs cost R1.50 and T's and C's apply. Visit the Afternoon Express website, afternoonexpress.co.za, to find them.
Clicks. Feel good. Pay less.
Lovely to have you back with us here on Afternoon Express on SABC3. Now, studying in New York, climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, visiting tropical islands, these are all the activities that form part of the bucket list. Everyone has at least something that they'd like to achieve before they leave this world. We're back on the couch, or in our little chill-out area, to talk about some of our own bucket lists.
Yeah, things we want to add to them. And I've been giving this a lot of thought, may I just add, and I'm still struggling to find out that first step, that first thing that I want to do. But I know the biggest one that I've ever wanted to achieve was to be able to go overseas and become like the South African version of Ryan Seacrest.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's still very achievable.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, no, the man's already like 30-something. I've got only like, what, 4 years to make it happen?
Well, you can't become Ryan Seacrest,
Yeah.
but you can become an equivalent. And you ladies? What are some of your bucket lists?
I would like to see every country in the world and sing in a jazz bar in one of them.
Wow.
That's what I want to do.
In one of the hundreds and hundreds.
In every
So
city.
romantic.
I want to gig in a jazz bar in every city in the world.
Yo, that's a great one. We've spoken a bit about your bucket list. Obviously, you just climbed Kilimanjaro, so I'm sure your bucket list now is like really way up there. What's next?
I think what's next is graduation. Focus on that a little bit. I don't know. I'm just very open to what the world has to offer. And then we'll see where we go.
Do you have like FOMO of a dish you've never made that you've always wanted to make, Cliff?
Every day, but to say, the one thing I did knock on my bucket list was just being with you.
You come in here, you make us a salute, and then you tell us that you want to be with us together. What is wrong with you, Clem?
Bring it down, just bring it down.
Terrible,
No,
terrible.
but absolutely, I must say, traveling the world and just cooking and just like experiencing the world through food is just like one of the main things I want to do in my life. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, for me, I still want to bungee jump. I want to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, and I want to learn how to ride a bicycle.
Can I add something? Those are really nice ones, by the way. Learning how to ride a bicycle. What the heck?
I know, right?
You're a grown woman. One thing that I think should be on everyone's bucket list, and I'm very excited. One of the men who's done it for himself Trevor Noah, tonight's a big night. I think this is a big tick off his
Trevor
bucket
Day.
list. I think he's taken this moment and he's really, really going to be honing it. I'm sure he must be so nervous. First show goes live, I think, early hours of our morning tonight. So good luck to Trevor Noah. I know he's ticking off that from his bucket list.
Yeah.
But speaking about all things bucket lists and all of those amazing things, you guys have been going on the social media sites and going crazy. On Twitter, Miss Ray, your Twitter handle is @look_it's Miss Ray, says, I got engaged in Paris in France. Dear future husband, hope you're listening. She wants to get engaged in France.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
one. And then let's see what's happening on Facebook. Corrine Hendricks had this to say. She said, to get over my fear of mints. Oh, of mice. I was like, mints, what? But it's so hard to think even about it. So fears, I suppose, are something you can add to your bucket list. Something to get over?
Yeah. I also think so. I mean, that's the only reason why I haven't bungee jumped is because I'm fearing it. But I'll do it one day.
No, I've skydived, guys. I took that off my bucket list, and that was an experience of a lifetime. I've traveled. I've been to Turkey and Italy. I want to go try my mom's hometown. I'll go to my mom's homeland in Slovenia, which is out there in Eastern Europe. Apparently, the scenery there is just incredible. It's exquisite. So traveling, I think, is on everybody's bucket list. Corne, one thing that's on my bucket list is to hear you perform live. So here you've got a mashup for us between two songs. Which ones are they?
Yes, it's Faith and Royals.
Oof.
So that's what our band does. We just take songs and try and do it the way we can.
Legend.
We can't do it as good as the original, that's why.
No, I don't think that's the case at all. You can go and get ready for your performance. And right now, though, South Africa, because we love live music and because we like supporting local and we love supporting people who are doing amazing things with their lives, Corne has got a live performance right here on Afternoon Express. It's exclusive for you, a mashup. Take it away.
Well, I guess it would be nice if I can touch your body. I know not everybody has got a body like me. Oh, but I gotta think twice before I give my heart away. And I know all the games you play, 'cause I play them too. Oh, but I need some time off from that emotion. Time to pick my heart up on love. And when love comes down without devotion, well, it takes strong now, baby, and I'm showing you the door. 'Cause I gotta have faith, faith, faith. I gotta have faith, faith, faith. 'Cause I gotta have faith, faith, faith. I gotta have faith, faith, faith. I've never seen a diamond in the flesh. I got my teeth on wedding rings in the movies. I'm not proud of my dress. In the store in uptown, with no postcode envy. Every song's like gold teeth, gray girls stripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel room. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams. Everybody's like crystal, Maybach, diamonds in your timepiece, jet planes, islands, cycles on a gold leash. We don't care. We got caught up in this love affair. I will never be royals. In or running our blood. It's kind of a luxury thing for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I rule. 'Cause you gotta have faith, faith, faith. I gotta have faith, faith, faith. 'Cause you gotta have faith, faith, faith. I gotta have faith, faith, faith. My friends and I have cracked the code. We count our dollars on the train to the party, and everyone who knows us knows that we're fine with this. We didn't come from money, but every song is like gold teeth, gray girls stripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel room. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but everybody's like crystal, Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, cycles on a gold leash. We don't care. We got caught up in this love affair. I will never be royals. Hit and run in our blood. It's kind of a luxury thing for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I rule. But we'll never be royals. Hit and run in our blood. It's kind of a luxury thing for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I rule. 'Cause you gotta have faith, faith, faith. I gotta have faith, faith,
Corne, love it so much. You really have this incredible presence about you. It's so cool because you can see that you love what you're doing. So Corne, honored to have you with us on the show
Thank you
today.
so much. Thanks for having us.
Legendary. Don't forget, tomorrow, join us on Afternoon Express again, because in the first 15 minutes, we chat to media personality and entrepreneur. I think it is Jerry. Is it Jerry Elsdene?
Yeah.
Jerry Elsdene, and in the kitchen we're making a maple sausage, fennel and sweet potato skillet. It should be absolutely amazing, so which sounds absolutely delicious.
Yeah,
We'll see you tomorrow
so
then, I
much,
suppose.
everyone. Yeah.
There we go. One more bite.
This is sensational. Thank you so much. Ben. It tastes amazing. Yeah.
We'll see you guys same time, same place tomorrow. Right here on Afternoon Express on SABC3. Good night. Happy eating.
Happy eating.
Tomorrow on Afternoon Express, media personality and judge for the 2015 Woman of the Future Awards, Jerry Vanseli joins us in the loft, along with some of the winners of this prestigious award ceremony.
Another feel-good production.